80% of our students are getting jobs within 4 months of graduation.
Okay.
Average starting pay is $65K.
Whoa. Say it again.
Average starting pay is 65.
Say it one more time.
$65K.
$65,000.
Yeah.
Is the average salary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's not uncommon, as we'll find out very soon, that you can be making $100K very quickly because the demand is so great. There are a million unfilled tech jobs in the U.S. alone.
That's
only
so good.
one qualified candidate for every 3 open position. And companies are falling over themselves to find qualified talent. The door has never been more open for people to change their life and create legacy by doing something that's not going to take them 2 years or 4 years to do. That you don't have to actually go to a campus to do it. You can do it on your time and not drop everything for that education. But that education works for you, so you can go and get that job. So, yeah.
So are people going to a 4-year university to get a tech degree?
No, and so you asked about accreditation. Boot camps don't really go through an accreditation process.
Okay.
But we are one of the few boot camps that is connected directly to colleges and universities.
Yes.
So our program transfers as 27 college credits into a computer science degree. And because of that, students have access to things like Pell Grant and Cal Grant. Low interest bearing student loans. I know that you gotta be mindful and you gotta be strategic.
We don't do student loans.
Well, but let me just put the context. We have like people that pay direct pay cash. We set up payment plans for them.
Yeah.
But in this industry, there are also like private loans that are like crazy expensive, 25% stuff. So whenever you put it in that context to be able to have a 3 or 4%, it does help. And the Pell Grants and the Cal Grants, the other grants that you don't have to pay back, it's a game changer for our students going through the program.
All right. So let me ask you this question, because I just gotta be real with my people. They know I'm a budget guy.
Yeah.
And they know that I'm not, let's not go to the top school just because that's the top school. Not with your program. What does the average boot camp cost in America?
Yeah, it costs anywhere from, I'd say, with a high touch, high support model, anywhere from $14,000 to $30,000.
$30,000.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, and that's still not bad when you look at it. If you spend $30,000 and you get a job making $65,000, because on the flip side, if you go to a 4-year university, the average 4-year university, and I talk about this in my book, Debt Free Degree, is going to run you about $100,000 if you just go in state. But then some of y'all went out of state, and y'all are spending about $200,000 to get a job on average. Graduating from a 4-year university, about $48,000. So if you could even go to the high end of $30,000, you're going to get about a $65,000 job on average.
Yeah.
But Bethel Tech would not be in the building today if they were $30,000. Because I'm like, that's too much for my people. I already know that. I'm not going to do y'all like that. So how much is Bethel Tech?
So we run from $12,900 to $15,900, but we also do tuition reduction. Like we've got this $1,500 tuition reduction for your tribe.
Say that again.
$1,500.
And put it on him. Don't put it on me. Put it on him. Say it one more time. Look at that camera right there. Yeah. Tell him again, Ron. Tell him again.
$1,500 tuition reduction as part of the Anthony O'Neill tribe. That's not just for you, but it's for your family members, your church members. Like, just get the word out because this will change your life. It's 9 months long, Anthony.
Yeah.
Think about that. So a fraction of the time, fraction of the cost of those degree programs that you just mentioned.
Yeah.
You can, in 1 year's time, think about if you started right now, a year from now, you could be making 65% more than you have, $70,000 plus. And you're not having to break the bank to do it. We work with you.
Yeah.
So we just want to, if this is something that interests you, like we want to come alongside you in this journey.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, man, like this is where the future of education is going.
Absolutely.
Because our program is high touch, high support. So we're not just giving you the information so that you can go out and do it on your own. Like you have from start to finish in post-graduation, you have 7 to 8 layers of support with us. You've got student success coaches. You've got a tech instructor. You've got a coding mentor. We are Christian based, so you've got a pastor.
Ooh, I love it.
A faith mentor.
Yeah.
You have a career services team. And our team on career services, they actually practice what they preach. They're in the field that they're helping.
Yeah.
Like 90% of boot camps, they actually don't have people that have had tech background helping people get jobs.
Yeah.
So you have that. And then you have you have me, you have our entire team that is dedicated to your success. And so, I mean, when you look at the value and seeing that 80% of our students are getting jobs within 120 days of graduation, compare that to other online universities or even ground programs, like it's astronomically better.
Yeah.
So you can pay this on, if you're strategic, you get in, get out. Average salary uplift for our students is 65% from the time that they started to getting their first job in tech. 65%. So then you start paying it back, and then you get into a company that if you want to complete your education and get a bachelor's degree, the company oftentimes will help you pay for it.
Absolutely.
You're flipping the whole model on its head. So you're not getting saddled with hundreds of thousands of dollars of student loan debt.
I want to let that sit right there for a little bit, because can you shift your life in the next 9 months? If you stay where you're at right now, and some of y'all may be happy with where you're at, that is great. But a lot of you all watching right now are not happy with where you're at. Some of you are saying, man, I wish I could make more money so I can eliminate this debt. I wish I could make more money so I can send my kids off to a private school or to the school that I want them to go to, a school of choice. Some of y'all say, man, I wish I could have more money because I'm living paycheck to paycheck right now, and I want to be able to go buy something nice, or I want to be able to take my family just on a vacation. Some of y'all saying, I want to make more money because my family's doing well, but I want to give more. I want to be more generous. I want to help this young person go off to school and not rack up debt. I want to serve in my local community. Where else can you go in this career field and get that massive of a jump within 9 months? You may be watching this and you're saying, Anthony, I'm 25 years old. I mean, it's this program for me. Well, I'm about to introduce you to a young man that will convince you. I mean, his story was boom, 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 and then God just said, boom, okay? Yeah. And I'm sitting here like, what in the world? But you could be looking at this and saying, Anthony, I'm 50 years old. Is this even a program for me? Absolutely. Listen, we're going to keep going on this show, but I really want you all to go check out my family at Bethel Tech, okay? I've partnered with them. We're going to be talking about this often over the next few months, because it's not just my job to help you get out of debt, but it's also my job to expose you to vehicles that will help you do that. And this tech world is definitely something that you want to look into. So to the person watching right now who may be in their late 40s, early 50s, and saying, well, Anthony, I mean, this sounds like a lot of work that maybe a young person can do. Talk to us about that older person real quick. And then I want to talk to Reggie about his journey as a young man.
Yeah.
But what about that person who's 40, 50, not really happy?
Yeah, the majority of our students are actually career pivoters. Wow. That have some college education. There's 36 million people in the US alone right now that have college credit and no degree.
Yeah. I'm one of them.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna be real.
Life happens.
Yeah.
And you can't drop everything for your education. What if education came to you? And that's what Bethel Tech is. And so most of our students are career pivoters. They were in that call center job, or they were in, working whatever job. And they wanted to make a better way, but they couldn't spend 4 years of their life doing it. And this was the vehicle to get them to where they want to go. Actually, the seed of Bethel Tech, and I can't wait for us to transition to talking to Reggie, but the seed of Bethel Tech in my heart was built. I was part of a tech hire grant. It's a $4 million grant up in Queens, New York. Okay. It was to help an underserved, underrepresented community to get in-demand tech skills for the highest growing career in the world, which was tech. So we set up a program to help individuals learn to code Java, 16-week program. And it was an in-person program and online. And we would have single moms. Mm-hmm. And I'm speaking to the 30 and 40-year-old right now. Yeah. Single moms bus in, learn to code Java, 3 months later, get $80,000 jobs. Completely change their lives, change their kids' lives, their kids' they created legacy. And I had this download from the Lord because I heard that if you did this with enough individuals, you can transform a community. And it's the minimum expectation as a Christ follower is you give someone a fish. The ideal expectation is you teach them to fish in the 21st century. Yes, and they can create legacy and ecosystem. And that's when the Lord said, absolutely, would you build something like this with me where people didn't just discover what they can do, but who I've called them to be.
So good.
And their identity as my son and my daughter.
So good.
That's when Bethel Tech started in my heart. And then God just started unfolding it. And that's a whole other story, you know, but that is at the core of what we do is helping people. That's my 100,000-foot view. And then you just funnel it in.
Yeah.
You help people. You love God. You help people and you transform community that way.